At the match I played against him in Australia, where I was down 2 sets, came back and came through, and it's a pretty straightforward match. I mean, he's going to be serving big. I really need to keep the ball away from his forehand, keep it to his backhand. Hopefully I can come through.
What about Courier right now? I mean, he's not exactly playing like a 14 seed. How dangerous do you think he is right now?
Well, whenever I play Jim, I don't feel like I'm playing someone 15 in the world. I feel like he's good enough to be in the top 5. I mean, like I said, he's in great shape. He competes well. He's got a big serve. I mean, he's hitting the ball pretty well. I saw him play Chang last night, so he's playing with a lot of confidence. But I've had some pretty good results against Jim, and hopefully I can make one more tomorrow.
You keep playing better and better, though, and picking your game up with each match in this tournament. Realistically, if you continue to do that this weekend, how tough is it going to be for anybody to beat you?
Well, you know, every day you wake up and you really hope you can play great tennis, and I've been playing pretty well all week. Tomorrow you hopefully wake up and you're feeling good. It's going to be pretty tough conditions because it's going to be, I think it's going to be windy again, so it really takes a little bit of a while to get a rhythm out there. But if I'm playing well and my serve is really really at a percentage that it's pretty high, like 55–60%, the rest of my game just kind of follows through behind that. And so, the serve is really the main part of my game.
So that match is at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Courier and Sampras, a couple of good old friends. And Mary, pick them and choose them.
Well, I agree completely with what Pete Sampras says. He has got to take care of his service games, and then he can go on and attack Courier's serve games. Courier is not as much of an all-court player as Sampras, and on a hard court, you want to be able to attack from the baseline and the net. So I'd give a slight edge to Sampras, but he's got an awful lot of respect for Jim Courier, and you can hear it. Agassi, Becker, I mean, that's a pick-em, too. We saw the war they put on at Wimbledon. I think it'll be more of the same tomorrow, and I would give the slight edge to Agassi because of the hard court surface. I think he's better on hard.
So we'll watch tomorrow anyway, but you think Sampras, Agassi on Sunday. Okay, we come back. We'll have more here from the U.S. Open, our final night of late-night coverage, and we're glad you're with us. Station break. The wall tennis, there are shots, and then there are shots. Here now are the greatest points from this year's edition of the toughest tournament in tennis. And do not attempt to replicate these shots at home. I remind you that these are skilled, trained professionals. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario in the far court was cruising against Mary Jo Fernandez, but Mary hit the net post. The ball comes back into play. Arantxa's surprised and hits a half-hearted volley, and then say it ain't so. Mary Jo Fernandez with a winner that some say turned the match around. Of course, you don't have to actually hit the post. Bert Carbacher in the far court has a better idea. He gets on his horse and takes the great circle route around the post, a la Jimmy Connors, with this passing shot against Jim Courier. He won that battle, but lost the war. No one has ever suggested that Pete Sampras was getting complacent, but if you ever needed any evidence of his hunger on the court, go ahead and watch this one. The defense rests. But when it comes to scrubbing the old DecoTurf bare with your knees, nobody puts more cartilage into it than Boris Becker, although he prefers to do this trick on the grass at Wimbledon. If Boris takes a dive, chances are he'll come up a winner. Finally, until proven otherwise, this is by far the shot of the tournament. Watch Andre Agassi in the far court pull off an Annie Oakley-style blind running over-the-shoulder passing shot. Take a bow, double A. You deserve it. I like the way he looked at that shot. He's kind of sad. What was he thinking? That went in?
Yeah, but the thing to remember is there have been some great plays, but there still hasn't been a signature match, and hopefully this weekend that'll change.
Maybe tomorrow. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this. Stay with us.